What is up guys, Tard here, and today we're back with Danganronpa triggerhappyhavoc. Now, last time we did the investigation, and now we're gonna do the class trial. So as always, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment down, share my videos, and let's get on with this class trial. So, I don't know how this class trial works, but let's see if I enjoy it. Now, let's see. What is this open e-handbook? Truth books. Review evidence and witnesses' accounts you've made a record of. Alright. Monokuma file. The victim was Saika Maizono. Okay. The number of scratches and gouges. Alright. Set skills. I don't know what skills are. But robot jock increases your truth bullet rates of fire, effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time final strike. Cost 3 SP. I don't know what is it, but let's do this. Melodious voice. Oh yeah, I remember this. Alright. Are there any skills? No. I guess we can now do the class trial then. Alright. Class trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
then they'll be executed.
Besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Yes, Makolo.
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only
Okay.
15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Is there some absent? Is there someone trying to join us, but they refuse? No, but they just.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Alright, so I don't know who the killer is, and I still don't know what that bloody message is.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? What even is that? Oh, whoa. Oh, no. I meant to be absolutely. I don't know what's going on.
I assert that the one who was murdered...
Hold on, help. Hold on, let me... I didn't mean to do that, sorry, alright. So I don't know what to do.
In the bathroom.
How...
So it seems most likely that
I...
the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
That's yellow. Huh? Something's off about what was just said. Because if Saika hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room.
I assert that the one who was murdered...
What happened
was
if I
Miss Saika
fire?
Maizono.
Yeah,
Oh, hey.
I know that part already.
Okay.
And the murder took place in...
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong.
Okay, there we go. Alright, I will not skip the tutorials this time.
Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. with the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
The killer and the victim, obviously.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Yep.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
He's so blunt.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Simple.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Because it is. We need to determine what we used to kill Sayaka. It's a kitchen knife. Don't you see it, guys? It's on her stomach. I mean, I guess I'm the only one who saw it.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without
So,
a doubt,
I can
that
only
is the
shut
murder
down
weapon.
the yellow
So
words.
The killer used some random knife.
I can only shut down the yellow words. Alright, so all words I can shut down?
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Oh, shut up, man. Please, I'm not a killer.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Hey, she knows, she gets it.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I think it will.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
I agree, I think, I
You
agree.
really believe that?
She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not a killer. There's a bit more to learn about concept base. Would I like to hear more? Absolutely, this time. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it will steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Hey, this song! Hey, I like this song though.
So I guess there's no question
that the kitchen knife
Alright.
the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes.
No. What do I refute here?
We reached the end.
No, we didn't reach the end. Before me, no. Some way to prove I didn't take the knife. The person who was in the dining hall last night should be able to do it. Oh, it's Aoi.
So I guess...
Secret.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Yep.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Well, what if I have a witness?
He just took out my out of my mouth.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I wanted to get to some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying that the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in a dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Why are you unsure? It's just last night, come on.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Say that you're sure.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time.
Wait, but who took the knife then?
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Why didn't Aoi said the person who took the knife?
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together?
Idiot swimmer
and
girl?
lying to protect each other.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Well, that sucks, so why having a accomplice in the first place?
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Yeah.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
She's got a point.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Now we know that there are no accomplices. Thank you, Monokuma, for a hint.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
The killer, right? But we don't know who it is.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
And then Toko asked the same question to them.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Alright.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
I agree.
But I'm a girl.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person
Oh.
did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, I also asked her that question.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
What the? Someone's not here talking about Junko?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
But why her? Is she trying to? No, she won't commit suicide because she already has a motive. She won't commit suicide because there's a fight. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... It's Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
But why? Why would she take the knife? Unless she want to kill someone, or she just want to kill her or stab herself. But why would she stab herself?
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
But there's already a sword in your room. She won't need a knife.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Oh, we're still the suspect, Makoto.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hifumi, calm down with your head. You're headbutting too much. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Wow, she saved Makoto, nice.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
No. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. What is Hangman's Gambit? That sounds dangerous. I don't want to look into it. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letters are already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. Why? Did you pause? If you shut down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you'll fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If you can just figure out what that something is, I have no idea. Hair? It's hair. Where's the R?
Now I understand.
Alright, that was easy.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Good thing they have the remaining letters there. Otherwise, I would have been stuck for who knows what.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Well, it won't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room. Oh yeah, because, you know, Makoto will be all that dirty and then somehow the hair gets dropped. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. If the hair will be in your room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
He's a true weeb.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Alright.
Wait, then that means...
Sneaky killer then.
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Hey, we're not the suspect anymore, Makoto.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yeah. Well, it does make sense. Come on, Kyotaka.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Alright, what are those
I
reasons?
would like to hear these reasons.
Same as her.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting to the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the broken doorknob. Right? Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had all been partially removed, completely removed.
I got it!
Oh, there we go.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. From here on out, the number of weak points will start going up. But no matter how many weak points, there's essentially only one line of contradiction at debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, but you also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail, alright? You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak points are actually logical contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes?
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her.
Hold on, what's my bathroom door frame again? Makoto's bathroom door was difficult to open due to it not quite fitting in the doorframe properly. The only two people who knew the trick to opening it were Makoto, the room's owner, and Sayaka, the victim. Alright.
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
Wait, hold on.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka
Alright,
cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it.
No, it's not
we
me.
already know the answer.
No, it's not. It's not because the door was locked. No, there's a different reason entirely. So it's Leon's.
Makoto's because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
Alright, so got that one out of the way.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
For some reason.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
He's got a point then.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
What? The killer was convinced that the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in my room, right?
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
But why would the killer make that mistake? They would have checked the nameplates and to see Makoto.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Yes.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
To be fair, the killer thought it was locked. It's just... we didn't tell anyone about it.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Yeah, it would be anyone, really.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Alright! First objective, clear out of position, and now next objective, find out who the killer is.
Okay, then who did do it?
Oh, hold on, calm down, Mondo.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
What are you even talking about?
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
That's a bad idea.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
I agree.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Alright.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yeah, that's what I've been asking while I'm investigating. How did the killer get into my room?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
Yes.
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
Why would she do that? Why?
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something particular because of how frightened she was. Yes, she was frightened. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka's not someone because... Wait, what? What is this? Where can I pick one that is that she's afraid of? Makoto and Saika traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered Makoto's room, key was also found. Saika originally asked Makoto to switch with her when someone attempted to force her way into the room, and she became frightened. This one?
I got it!
Alright, there we go.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for Sayaka. No matter who, just don't open your door for anyone. Even though, yeah, okay.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
What do you mean?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you...
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that, sorry. There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come stay in my room. Check the name, please, to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad
Sayaka.
during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Did Sayaka wrote this? Well, hold on. Why didn't Kyoko showed me this earlier? It should have been a truth bullet. What the?
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
It's Sayaka.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
It's Sayaka because she has the name there.
Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Also, it's kind of weird that Sayaka's signature is just her name because, I don't know, I feel like every popular person has to like their own handmade signature instead of just writing their name. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Wrong. By the way, also Chihiro what said is also wrong.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
I thought the nameplates were switched after. I didn't think they were switched beforehand. Alright, I guess that note changed my whole understanding.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Okay, then who did it?
Nameplate is... What's known as... It could be the killer. I don't know. Let's try the killer. The killer had to be the one to switch the nameplates. Hey, sorry, there was a bubble, but they had no idea that they were actually in your room, right? Actually, yeah, you're right.
Shoot!
Looks like you should bury myself in front of everyone. So, it's Sayaka? Alright, but why? Hold on. This is getting fishy here.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you, alright? Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Oh, wow. She prepared everything.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
I don't know.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Yes.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
He says the most obvious things. Alright, Kiyotaka. It's obvious, so.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yes.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Alright, this one, right? Sayaka's right wrist had been fractured and her wrist was literally at that injury's location.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
He's trying to talk over me.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? One month led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? I guess so. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, the only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. So it's getting complicated. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle to each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purpose this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well, good luck and have fun. Alright, so we have 3 truth bullets.
When the fighting broke out, The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When
You're
the
talking
fighting
about
broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
You're talking about the sword?
A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh wait, what? Yes, I see what you're trying to say, so I have absolutely no idea.
Shoot!
I thought I was right, hold on. Maybe...
Broke out.
This one?
The culprit grabbed the sword.
The sheath?
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
It started with the knife.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Yes, oh, okay, I get what you're saying, Makoto, okay.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
The knife,
If
right?
they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
And that was Sayaka. What the?
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah, because she has the knife, right?
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
What? The part of her body that shows she never used a sword. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of her body would have to touch it? Your palms, right?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Oh, I get it. Oh, okay, I get it.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because I looked.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Oh, okay, calm down. Okay, calm down. You're not ugly, I think.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens in the bathrooms at night. She's afraid of water. Yes, guys. Sayaka has a phobia of running water, apparently. What if I, just for the loss, I want to collect this. Sayaka must have an innate fear of water, maybe. She was afraid of water? I had no idea. I never heard her say anything like that. Are you trying to make me look stupid? Alright. That was just for the lols. It's the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Yeah, what the? Toko, what the?
Oh my.
Hifumi, I'm sorry for you to be standing next to her.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
What's wrong with you?
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means
She has the knife.
the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheet with it has to be Sayaka, right?
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What the? Okay, I get it. She has a clear motive. We have seen her DVD. She has a clear motive why she's gonna kill someone. And also for the fact she's very terrified and she's very depressed about what she saw in her video. So I guess her reason for killing is kind of clear because of her motive.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Wait,
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Alright. She want to kill, but we already know what her motive is because we've seen the video. I guess I can understand. But to pin the crime on her closest friend.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
She's a B word. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to swear.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
She played Makoto she played Makoto dirty. She took advantage of him. What the? Yeah, I feel the same.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Holy crap indeed, Mondo.
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Oh no, she cannot deserve it though. Plus, she has a clear motive. But trying to pin the crime on Makoto, yeah, she at one point she kind of deserved it, but at another point she did not.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Dang.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Makoto, just accept it.
Because...
Hey, hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? No, Makoto, we just need to do this, alright? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Dying message, we have the dying message. It's about time,
it's
guys.
Just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
It's about time we uncovered that dying message. Because I don't know what that means. 11037? And what is that streak over there?
There's still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
Like I said, why?
Written in her own blood.
Like
There
I said,
must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Like I said, why would anyone write like that? And what's with that streak on that 2 ones?
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. It's no question, yep. Left index finger?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Beats me.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Holy... N. Wait, that doesn't make sense. N037. I know who the killer is! Alright, I already know who the killer is. I think that dying message should have been obvious from the start, but I don't know why. So maybe it took me too long to realize that. And I feel like an idiot for some reason.
You're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
So that's why she wrote it like that, because she didn't mean to write the numbers. She meant to write the letters.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Now I have a question, because this game is actually originally released in Japan. So I wonder how it would work in Japan. Will it just be the same, or maybe in kanji? I don't know. Damn, it's no use, I just don't know. Come on, I know who the killer is.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
That's all you have to do. Rotate it? I think maybe I see something. Yep.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Yes, he has a sudden realization.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 100 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Oh, select someone? Alright guys, I think you already know who the killer is. It's Leon. You killed Sayaka.
Here's my answer.
You killed...
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters
Hey.
L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Leon, you're dead.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
I mean, it's not a coincidence. If you're gonna write a message while you're on the verge of death, your message has to be meaningful. Your message has to meaningful. And I think that message is meaningful because we already know who the killer.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Oh, I'll try doing that.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of? Yes, it's the where is it? The burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Oh.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, she has a good point.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button up shirt which a killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. When it was disposed of? I mean, we can try to find the alibis, right? The time the shirt was destroyed, if we focus on the killer become clear. What do you mean, the time it was destroyed? Do you really have the evidence that proves what time it was destroyed? I don't think you do. Oh.
Shoot!
Look, I just embarrass myself in front of everyone. So it can't be where because we know where it is, so it must have been how?
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
He sounds nervous. You can hear the tone of his voice.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator by being the one on the cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Alright. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
No. Oh wait, what? What's wrong with that? I think that's what?
Key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
So I think I just have to throw it.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
You could have to use a crystal ball and shoot me. Throw it. Divine with it. Yes, all you have to do is to divine with it, and somehow the ball will levitate, and then just go and then hit the switch, and then fall down and it breaks. Honestly, I don't know about psychological things, psychic things. You throw it, that's it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
And after that, they would have to throw the shirt.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Yeah, someone turned the incinerator on, yes.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Oh, we got him, alright.
Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Leon's panicking. Okay, Leon's panicking.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
Oh, and by the way, Leon, that doesn't sound Japanese, doesn't it? I don't know why it doesn't sound Japanese to me, at least.
Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Because he is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
The ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Again, he took right out of my mouth.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
I mean, you can throw. Baseball stars can throw very far, right?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Even retired, because I think he retired to become a musician.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Alright.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered.
Alright.
And the truth has been revealed.
I don't know what's next.
Now here's what happened.
The closing argument's about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, what's that? Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to the end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. Alright? You have to reproduce the flow events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you got a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, this looks cool. Oh my god, Saika's face. And that's supposed to be what? Leon? Reenact.
The killer is you!
Alright.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Yo, this is
Last
cool.
night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Okay, here's the thing. Why would the killer would even attack would try to kill Sayaka? I mean, if she attacked her right wrist, I would forgive him that, but why kill her at the end? It's not like she was trying to kill you again.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
and they killed her.
And stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Oh, I guess I can press Q.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
Also, another thing, does he have other clothes? He has other clothes, right? Alright.
But there was one thing they missed.
The damning evidence.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Alright, we got her. We got him. Why did I say her?
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
Wait, why does he have to do the incinerator crap? You should have just cleaned the laundry room.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
You should have wash in the laundry room. What's the point of doing the incinerator?
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
We already have evidence.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
Me? I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? What even is that? What are these mini games? Oh hey, is this DDR? Sometimes during class your opponents simply won't want to hear what you have to say. Correct? When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka the BTB-BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. So I guess those are the statements. Match your buttons. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. What are the controls? What are the controls? Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Alright. Destroy the statement you've logged on, to which the left mouse button as a tempo marker reaches the center. Use as a method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Oh, we have to be used with this. We have to be used to this. Doing this consecutively, you'll start a combo. Keep this going, and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. Okay, I'm not the best at rhythm games. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Oh god, no. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot limit will appear. Okay. So just have to fire them. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shut it down with a truth belt like any other statement. Repeat the statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then good luck and have fun. Good luck indeed. I almost forgot the controls.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could that have been, yeah, the screwdriver.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Calm down. Oh, okay. I understand why you're not calm, because you're cornered. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. I almost forgot the controls are. I need to use the mouse, right? Alright. I'm not the best at rhythm games.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Alright.
No chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Oh, this is easy.
You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Come on.
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Alright, there we go. That was easy.
Where's your proof?
Without evidence, it's all okay. The toolkit. I don't know how it proves, but it does somehow.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
The screwdriver. But how would that prove he's the killer?
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, Then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It has to be Leon's, right?
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Oh, Leon, you better do it then. You better cooperate with us.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Alright, she sounds harsh, but alright.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh my god! What is that art style? What even is that? It's all wavy and crap.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh, why do I have to say that again? Alright, so we're done. Oh, I got 77 mono coins. Nice.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Let's get on with it,
You all
Monokuma.
have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's obvious at this point, Monokuma. Alright. Who is it? You already know. It's Leon. He is guilty. Uh-oh, looks like he got right on the money. The blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata. Oh, again? Oh, again?
Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the heck is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first. Well, he didn't have a choice, so I guess I can forgive him.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'll be the one standing here. It was a complete chance I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
You should have been the ultimate luck student like me.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd better off had been wrong. Why? You've all been executed. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. Oh, you're talking about that? But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Yep, even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Yeah, to be honest, if I was her, I would also freak out. Yeah, she also... They're waiting for me.
Why?
And she's freaking out. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka... And that's why Sayaka, for their friends that meant so much for her, to her. That's why she betrayed me. Alright, I won't forgive her for that. For trying to kill, I guess so, but trying to betray, alright, you're crossing the line. So once she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
So that's gotta be a lie then. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. What if the whole knowing Makoto since middle school was also a lie? Because there's nothing else I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended to pure madness. What did you say? I understand. I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger despair when they collapse. Stop scrolling with us. It's all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I'll launch at Monokuma. Nope. Don't do it, but...
That's enough.
As angry I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let go for now. Damn it. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since your magnificent revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Oh, man.
Execution?
Oh, God.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in no heart of the minute. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced her way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her, am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. Yeah, she got a point. But you choose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were close to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
Say what? If it weren't for you, this never would happen to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey.
Well, it just so happened that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Man.
Hey.
No more.
Come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Oh, man.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No.
Oh, man. I actually feel bad for her, kind of. I actually feel bad for him. I don't think he meant to kill. It's just his mind got crazy, that's it. Oh, and by the way, the reason why it's like this is because the actual execution is copyrighted, and I'm trying to experiment. So I hope this will work, and also turn down the volume for the game because maybe the music will be also copyrighted. But I hope this will work. Actually, you know what? Let's just make this a bit closer. I hope you can see this. All right, I'm seeing. I can also see it through the OBS. Oh man. Oh, it's baseball. She's gonna be hit by the baseballs. Oh, we're seeing it also? The 1000 blows. Oh, even the crotch? Oh my god. The face, the legs, the crotch, the torso, my face, wow. And we're forced to see it. That's kinda messed up. What are those blood? Those black things? What are those? Man! Alright, back to normal. What we saw, that was a true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! Yep. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
If you don't like it... all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world except living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, frick you. Why the F are you doing all this evil crap to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting through an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make a sense of something that doesn't make any sense. That's like trying to put a mile on the scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're trying to say and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of crap. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your butt into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, huh? Right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of the regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course, we can cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What the?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's something deeper meaning behind it there. Just like before.
Chills! Kills!
Anyway, once you get to the black man spot, that's what everyone's waiting for, alright? Now that's kind of, yeah, that's weird. Who is everyone? When you say Evan, who exactly are referring to you? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some for the fun later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Man. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered to my ear. Oh.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You have to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like I'm such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that he can never change. But even to the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. How would you think of that? She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Saika would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Your final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. Hey, at least she made a dying message. Otherwise, we would have been screwed. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Or maybe just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. So you're saying she could knew that her plan would fail? Alright then.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Yeah. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move the past the deaths of your friends, Saika and Leon, can keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others will never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Saika, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. She said that she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well, I'm psychic. Did he inherit powers from Sayaka? What the?
What?
Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Oh god, Sayaka influenced you. Chapter 1 to survive. So, chapter 1 complete. And we're done with the class trial, so I guess it's a perfect way to end this episode. 12 students surviving. To be continued. You received the Despair Bot present. You want to save the data? Yep. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. It's been a crazy trial. It's kind of easy to be, perhaps, I guess the other trials will be very hard. So, as always, thanks so much for watching. Like my videos, comment down below, share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.